So, good afternoon, Kalpana.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you for asking. So, Kalpana, would you introduce yourself in a nutshell?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I am Kalpana. I hail from Noida. And if I talk about my education qualification, I have done MA, BEd, and qualified CTET, UPTET. Along with that, I am a tutor as well as I am a homemaker. I'm blessed with two children. I run a YouTube channel and where I upload my conversations video and some short videos as well. And yeah, that's all about me.
That's nice to know about you. Okay, so Kalpana, I have started a series for those who are just thinking about learning English, but they are not able to take first step towards their English. So my question is to you, like, when did you think about learning English, and how did you take your first step?
Yeah, yeah. I told you, I have done BEd. So I want to be a teacher in. I want to be a government teacher. So I, but unfortunately, I did not want to be. So I have opted like I will go to in private school and then I will teach there. But when I went to there to interview, and that time I had to speak in English, so I was not able to communicate in English. So that time I opted I will learn this language. So now I am here. I am learning, and because of learning I was not doing practice with consistency. So for the practice I have created my own channel only for the practice. And now on the channel I upload my conversation video, and I am learning from that, from the conversation. Whenever I get to chance to interrupt some other people, so I get to know, and learn I have learned so many things from them. So this is the thing that I am learning this language.
That's outstanding that you have thought about learning English. And the thing is that tell me one thing more, that like, how did you start? Did you start with grammar, or did you start with speaking? That because we know the grammar, but we are not able to speak one sentence. So what do you think? Like, firstly, we have to learn grammar, or we should start with speaking with short sentences?
If the beginner don't know about the grammar, so they don't go to the grammar. They only start with speaking, I think so. If they go to the grammar, also grammar is very vast. So it will take more time to learn. When the beginner learn grammar rules, then practice a lot. After this, if they go with this speaking part, so it will take more time, and then the beginner get bored, and and uh, break down the learning of this language. So I think in the for the beginner, they start with speaking part. Like whenever he wants to speak, so he should have the partner, and he can practice not. And first he get rid of the fearness. In the beginning, beginners always have the fear speak out to in front of other person. Like if I speak wrong English, so they will make fun. So it is the thing always, it is the thing beginner have always in their mind. So for this obstacle, they have to speak out in front of anyone. At least they should try. And when they get some fluency, then they need the grammar. And the every learner always know the grammar row. So they know clearly what is present, what is past and future. So for the simple
Right.
sentences they use, and if they want to go deeply, then they use then they go to the grammar then they go to the grammar with speaking simultaneously.
Yeah, that's great tips that as you have given. So, the thing is that like people ask that how we can learn from the conversational video. As I told you earlier, that we can learn how to give introduction, because if you know how to give introduction, you will be able to speak in front of anyone. Okay. First thing is that introduction, and second thing is that art of questioning. And if you know how you can ask question at 3 4 questions, you can mug up those questions, and then you can ask your co-learner, and you will be confident that okay, I'm speaking with another person, and you can mug up 2 3 answers that okay, how can I start my conversation? I would like to share my ideas with you, that how can I learn this language, and how could I learn this language, and how I'm practicing now. So these types of things that can give them confidence, and they can start their journey. At least they can start their journey, and after that, whenever they will take their first step, so they will definitely continue. Okay. So my next question is to you, Kalpana, that how do you learn vocabulary, and how do you use in your communication skill, because vocabulary is must.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Vocabulary is a must, and according to me, I read daily. So whenever I get new words, then I don't know the meaning of the word. So I go to Google, then I search and I write that word. Yeah, then I get the new word, the meaning, and yeah, I learn the vocabulary like before the bed or some whenever I get time, like 10 minutes. I learn the word and I make the sentence from that word. And whenever I converse with someone, sometimes it happens like I don't remember to use that word, and sometimes it happens I recall the word, so then I use. So
Yeah, so
this is
that's
the
great
type
technique.
I use to learn this vocabulary.
Yeah, because vocabulary is must. If you don't have words in your bucket, then how will you able to speak? Okay, so vocabulary, you can learn vocabulary words, and then you can use that words in your communication skill. It looks good, and if you have one word like a good or like beautiful, so you can learn at least two synonyms of that word, like beautiful, gorgeous, elegant, amiable. So these types of words, gradually you can increase your vocabulary, and you can enhance your fluency as well. So these are the techniques that people can use for their communication skill and for increasing their vocabulary. Okay. So yeah, Kalpana, so
But
last, yeah,
it
sorry.
takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort
Yeah,
to learn vocabulary and use the vocabulary while conversing, and it's little bit difficult to learn.
yeah,
And
that's why I'm
when
telling you, no.
we open the notebook, then we learn this vocabulary words and okay and make sentence. It is easy to keep in minds and to write in notebook, but it is little hard to use while conversing. So it is little hard, I feel. And after the conversation, I feel like I didn't use my vocabulary, because sometimes there is no use of the which I have learned. So sometimes it is not
Yeah,
used. So it is not, and we don't get the chance to use it.
yeah, that's true. But you can like make a story around that word for yourself at home. Okay. So I always tell that, okay, if we are not able to use that word in our communication skill, but at least in our home, we can create a story around that word, and then we can use, if we are not able to speak in English sentence, at least we can speak in Hindi. And like one word, numb. We usually use that word, मेरे हाथ सुन पड़ गए, मेरे पैर सुन पड़ गए, but the word is numb, N-U-M-B, numb. So we can use मेरे हाथ नम हो गए, मेरा पैर नम हो गया. Okay, so in this way we are learning one word, and when it comes to speak in English, so we can easily use that word in our communication skills. So these types of word that in daily uses word we can learn, and then we can use in our communication skills. So it will help more. Okay, so
we
nice to talk.
connect
Yeah.
with other. Use the means word should be connected with some other words. Then we can learn. Like you told, my hand is numb. मेरे हाथ नम पड़ गए. तो means you use English word with native language.
Yeah,
This is the
definitely. I use like this. Yeah, and another like I tell my students these types of things, that if you are not, because at home we are not able to speak in English every time, so we can use like a step by step, and there are so many structures that we can use in our communication skill. Okay, like my kids are speaking like this. Okay, Mama, I must say, आज आपने खाना बहुत टेस्टी बनाया है. And my husband always says, I have to say that आज चपाती अच्छी बनी है. Okay, so to be very honest, आज नमक ज्यादा नहीं था सब्जी में. Okay, so these types of structures we can use at home as well, and then whenever it comes to speak in our communication skill or with our co-learners, so we are comfortable with these structures, with these vocabulary words, that okay, now I'm comfortable, these are the words familiar with me, so I can speak or I can use these words. So in this way we can learn vocabulary and structures as well. Yeah.
So I must say it's an amazing way to learn. Like we should small step. We should take small step. Then then go the other step.
Yeah, baby steps. We have to take baby steps. Then baby learns like okay, water, mum, pani, water, like these types of sentences. So we can use like this, and it looks better if you speak with your friends, with your colleagues in English, proper English. So they will think that okay, she's like showing off. But whenever you will use with your mother tongue these types of structures, these types of words, so they will not speak like this. You are using and you are trying to speak. So this is the tip that we can use for our enhancing our communication skill and increasing our vocabulary as well. So
So
yeah.
I must say I have learned from you. Like use English but with native language. It is so easy to interact with other person rather than to speak out in English language. They also
Yes.
feel be comfortable.
Yes, and I just want to add something with here. Like whenever you are speaking, so definitely you can use your mother tongue at home as well. So you can start with, I would like to share my opinion with you, my ideas with you, and then you can speak in Hindi as well. And in between you can use, furthermore, I want to tell you this. In addition, I want to tell you this. Moreover, like the conversation should go further. So in this way, you are knowing that how you can use connectors, okay, with your native language, and when it comes to speak in English, so you will be able to use connectors as well.
Yes,
This is the easy way that we can learn. Yeah. Okay, so nice to talk to you, Kalpana, and definitely this is a fruitful conversation as I talk to you, and you have shared your insights with us, that how did you start your learning and how the learners can start their learning from their beginning stage, and this is not a daunting task, and this is not a rocket science that we can't, we can, but just take your first step further.
Yes, and we should practice a lot. Only then every beginner can learn. If they practice, if they put hard work to learn anything, they can achieve.
Yeah,
But in
definitely
the
practice as much as you can, and consistency is the key of success. If you are consistent, then definitely sooner or later you will be able to